Hey, we're live at 5.
Welcome back to Live at 5. It's great to be back at the Space.
It's so good to be back at the Space.
My name's Adam, I'm the Artistic Director of the Space.
And my name is Matthew, I'm the Deputy Director of the Space.
And we've got some special guests here with us. This is Anthony and Danica, and we're going to introduce you a bit in a second. But yeah, how was your Christmas?
It was absolutely lovely, very chilled, very quiet, watched a lot of good TV. Tiger Came to Tea, particular highlight. And the Christmas Carol on the BBC, that was incredible, really enjoyed that.
I tried to watch Where's the Gummidge. Wasn't a big fan, gotta say. Anyone else see Where's the Gummidge?
I missed it. But I have nightmares about the original Where's the Gummidge, so why would I revisit my childhood terror?
Yeah, it's not that.
See if you've conquered it.
It's definitely less scary. Great, and you got any plans for New Year's?
I'm heading up to Newcastle tonight to spend New Year's with my girlfriend and her family.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, it should be very nice indeed. Yeah, how about yourself?
Christmas was great. We did Harry Potter Studios with the kids on Christmas Eve. It was really magical, although I spent most of the time running around after the 2-year-old. And we just got some friends coming over for New Year's. Not traditional thing we do, just dinner and drinks.
That sounds nice.
We'll just tell you a little bit about what we've got in store for this broadcast, and then we're going to introduce our lovely special guests here. So we're going to be looking back on the whole of the last year. We've got a few little awards that we're going to give out for the year. And we're going to be revealing the best shows of the last decade as well during this broadcast. It's turning of a new decade, so a good opportunity to just have a little look back.
Little reflection, little refraction.
Yeah. Little time. Plus, we're going to be.
Howard Juice.
Plus, we're going to be looking forward to 2020 and wishing everyone a happy New Year with our glasses of fizz here. And as always, there's probably going to be some exclusive news along the way. Thank you for joining us. Who have we got on? Kerry's there. Hi, Kerry. Hope you had a good Christmas.
Hi, Kerry. Hey, Kerry.
And Kerry's mum's there. Maybe they're watching together. They're not watching together. They've joined separately.
Yeah, we've got a good few eyes on at the top, I can see. And for the record, we are also taking suggestions for the Space's New Year's resolution. So if you have any of those, please give us a shout. And that is confirming that she's watching. Please let us know if you do have any New Year's resolution suggestions. We've had one in so far, which I think is quite interesting and needs a bit of explanation for Adam, but we'll come back to that a little bit later on.
Cool. And do say hi if you're watching. Just let us know you're there, that'd be great. So let's talk to these people who are sitting here. Ladies first. Danica,
Great,
welcome.
Thanks.
Welcome. So tell us who you are.
I am Danica, and I'm co-founder of Wonderbox,
Great.
who is the associate artist, one of associate artists at Space.
And you became associate artist last year, 2018. I think it was the end of
2018.
Yes.
So nearly a full year. Associate artist.
Yes.
And in fact, one of the early shows of the year was the return of A Room of One's Own.
It was indeed.
For one night only at the Space, but it's had quite a journey this year, hasn't it?
It has. It's been quite a journey for Wonderbox as a whole, actually. But yeah, A Room of One's Own is where it all started. It's gone on quite a development journey. We've got Arts Council funding to develop it further, and we put the show on after having had it developed at the Space. At the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, and then it's just finished a run in November at the Pleasance as well.
Cool. Brilliant. And has it continued to be well received? You had good audiences and good feedback?
Very good. They keep increasing with each time we perform it. Just word of mouth is getting out there, and the audiences have been great. Those who have seen it have loved it, have spread the word. And reviews continue to be 4 and 5 stars, which is what we like.
Good stuff. Any plans to do more with it yet, do you think? Or has it had its journey now? Do you think there's more to come?
I think there's still probably a bit of life in it yet. We are looking to take it to a school next year, which is something that we thought we'd do as part of our Arts Council funding. So it may be that we look to adapt it ever so slightly for school audiences, and there could be something else in it there, and potentially touring around the UK.
Nice.
Cool, and you got 2 Arts Council grants this year, I believe.
We did, yes. We also had, thank you very much, thank you. One for FFS, which was a feminist fable series, which we did at Space in March.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, so that was our first Arts Council funding, and then we got the second one to develop a womb, and then a womb also got the Charlie Hartle Special Reserve support from the Pleasance as well. So it's been quite a year,
And an immense year for Wonderbox. Congratulations.
Thank you
All
very
of
much.
that.
Thank you for all your help and support along the way.
It's our pleasure. That's what we're here for. Cool. And let's introduce Anthony.
Hi.
This is Anthony Cozens, everyone. Some of you sort of long-standing viewers of the space will recognise Anthony from such shows as
The Castle.
The Castle.
Chekhov in Moscow, which was this
This
year.
year.
The Boy Who Killed Christmas, which was One Fest last year, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Everything's a blur. I don't know. The Buster Keaton play, Buster Keaton at the Hollywood Canteen, whatever year that was.
Yeah.
And then I basically live here when I'm not living in my actual house.
Great. And so you've now played, so Chekhov in Moscow was this year.
Yeah.
You've now played, and you played Chekhov, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
So you played Buster Keaton and Chekhov at
Yes.
the space.
Yes. Specialise in real people.
Yeah, and just
Apparently.
real dead people.
Yeah.
So is there anyone from history who you would like to play next at the space?
Oh, that's such a big question. How does one even begin to answer that? There's a great many people from history that I would love to play. I got a brief snippet in the Buster Keaton play. I got a brief snippet of doing Charlie Chaplin as well. I'd love to play Charlie Chaplin, just to compare and contrast. More dead writers, I suppose.
More dead writers.
More dead writers.
And anyone, you've got quite good at the old history bit, aren't you?
Yeah.
Anyone you'd like to see Anthony play at the space?
I can see being a very good chaplain. I can see you doing quite well.
I'm very good at falling over. That's all I'll say. If anybody wants to hire me to fall over, I am available. I'm bruised.
I was going to say, I think there's a sort of the older film comedian about you. Was it Laurel or Hardy? I can't remember which one was which.
Stan Laurel?
I can see
I
that.
adore Stan Laurel. I happily play Stan Laurel.
I can see that bit.
I once had an American casting director tell me I had a very pre-1940s face. I don't know what that means.
There you go. So if anyone else
Please
out there has got suggestions for formerly living famous people, real people,
I mean, they don't have to be famous, just people.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll just get
They've got to be dead.
we'll get Mike Carter to write a play.
Yeah, to match my natural palette. Dead is
Yeah.
probably the way to go.
Some quick hellos. Hello, Caroline, watching with her mum. Hi, Leanne. Great to have you here. Leanne's a volunteer at Space. Hi, Dilek. Lovely to see you on here as well. And hi, Roxanne. We actually thought Roxanne might be here. There's a little bit of a communication breakdown. She thought she was going to be able to Skype in. We haven't quite got the technology for that. But lovely to have you on here. It's been Roxanne's from Bric-a-Brac, which is another one of our associate companies. And again, it's been a pretty exciting year for them. Their new show, Mustard Doesn't Go With Girls, performed at the Roof Garden this summer. And then they also went up to the Edinburgh Festival with it at the Pleasance. And Roxanne, along with Alex from Bric-a-Brac, ran our summer school up at the Roof Garden. So did lots of stuff with us this year. And we're very grateful. Yeah. So have you guys got anything you want to share about Christmas, New Year's, what you did at Christmas?
I got a pair of socks that had rocket ships on.
Nice.
I was very excited. I was doing, I realised as you pull the sock on, you can do that. So I was doing that for a good 3 or 4 hours, much to the chagrin of everybody else.
Brilliant.
I was happy.
You got to make your own fun. I think.
I can't get an actual rocket. I'm going to make the noises myself. That's fine.
Nice. I had a milk frother.
Nice.
Best gift ever.
Is that a person or a...
No.
Can you hire somebody to do that? It's a barista, isn't it?
Exactly. I do love a latte. I drink far too much coffee, but now I don't have to keep paying for all the lattes. I just froth my own milk and make my own.
Nice.
Genius.
Who knew? So simple.
Exactly.
I got a nose and ear hair trimmer.
Nice.
Very good.
What do you get for the man who has everything?
Exactly.
Yeah. Who has nose and ear? I got a lovely new jumper which I'm wearing right now. So on the off chance my auntie and uncle are watching this, thank you very much. It's so silky smooth.
It is
Dapper.
soft to the touch.
It is. It's wonderful.
It wasn't just, stroking you for no good reason.
That's okay. Just a test the fabric.
Yeah, it's the third time we've met. It's fine.
Should we move on?
Yes, please.
Good. So we're going to talk about the shows at the Space in the last year. I've got a little list here of the highest grossing shows and the shows with the best audiences, the best average audiences. But was there anything in particular that stood out for you?
There was a very good few shows on. Like, they were all rather good, so it's hard to pick a few which stand out, if that makes sense. Not there was a few good ones on, there was many good, but which few do we choose?
Indeed. I mean, I think from January to May last year, I think all but one shows had a 4 or 5 star review. So we had some really, really good stuff on, and also lots of other shows throughout the year. But that period was just packed with really, really strong stuff. Okay, so I'll run you through the highest grossing shows first of all. We'll go sort of from 5th place up to 1st place. So in 5th place of the highest grossing shows of the year was Gasping, which is part of the Rising Tides double bill. It was on for 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
4 weeks. 2 shows in rep. So Gasping was in 5th place. In 4th place was the first full-length show that we had, which was Laundry by Start Theatre. In third place, third highest grossing show was The Wasp by The Undisposables by Morgan Lloyd Malcolm. That's the one. Thank you very much. And then in 2nd place was The Conductor, and in 1st place was Ian McKellen on Stage. Yeah. So, how many of you were here for Ian McKellen on Stage?
Yes.
You were.
Yeah.
How brilliant was it?
It's very incredible. My favourite part was, if anybody's seen the show, or not seen the show, sorry, spoilers, but he asks people to talk about their favourite Shakespeare plays or call out Shakespeare suggestions. My wife called out a play, and he went, "Oh yes," and went looking for the book, and then asked her, "Have you ever seen it?" And she said, "No," and he went, "Well, that's a good conversation." And then there was a few seconds of silence, and then she went, "Actually, I have seen it," and he went, "Oh, memorable, was it?" And then the two of them had a conversation. The rest of the audience disappeared, and my wife is just there going, "Well, it was actually in Stratford, and I saw it with my friend Sam." And good, you carry on. It's it's Ian's time, but we're all having a lovely time.
Yeah. Were there any bits of that you enjoyed particularly?
It was all great. I can't remember it now. It was
I think my
a long time ago. It was great.
It was the start of his. He was going on. So for those of you who don't know, if you've been living under a rock, Ian McKellen has been touring the country this year to celebrate his 80th birthday, and he began that tour here at the Space. So first his preview, his one and only preview, and then his first night were here, and he had a big trunk that he brought all of the set and the props and the things that he was going to be talking about out of this huge trunk. And he stuck a sticker of the Space's logo on the front. He was going to, every venue that he went to, he was going to stick a sticker on the front of the trunk. So yeah, the Space's logo has visited the whole country this year, which is pretty incredible.
I'm told we're still quite prominent, as he's currently based in the Harold Pinter Theatre in the West End, and it's still
He's still going.
He's still going. Yeah. Second wind. Props.
Second 80th book.
Yeah.
like the Queen.
Yeah, hobbits have second breakfasts. Has a second 80th birthday. Yeah, good.
Why can he not walk past the all-you-can eat buffet? Because he cannot pass.
Brilliant.
I'll get
So let's move on to our list of the best audiences. So this is kind of the average audience per show. And to qualify for this, you had to have performed at least 5 times at the Space. So,
this is best in terms of quantity, not the quality.
Yeah. the best, the ones with the loudest claps.
Yeah, all our audiences are very good quality, but this was the quantityist.
yeah, this was the shows that attracted the highest number of people per performance.
Indeed.
And performed at least 5 times.
Yeah.
So, in 5th place was Jailer's Daughter by The Undisposables. In 4th place was Spitfire Sisters, which you were in, Danica?
I was.
In 3rd place was Sync, which was part of the Forward Festival, by Tobias Graham. In second place was Laundry, as we mentioned earlier, by Starch Theatre, and the highest average audience of the year was The Wasp by The Undisposables again. So 2 shows there by The Undisposables in our average audiences. Not surprisingly, we've made them our 3rd associate company.
And we are currently taking tickets for Julius Caesar, which they are doing in March next year.
Oh yeah, good plug.
Beware the Ides of March and come and soon.
Cheeky, cheeky.
Advanced booking recommended because they sell well. Were there any other? Did you want to pick on any of those shows? Did you see any of those shows?
I was not in at Spit by Sisters, but I read a very early draft and went to see it. It was delightful. And my favourite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. We're going to come back to Spit by Sisters in a little while.
I saw Laundry and I loved it.
Laundry was really good.
Yeah, they used the space so well. They just didn't just stick to the stage, they took over it all. It was incredible.
Great
Well
stuff.
done.
And Claudia Summers, who performed in Laundry, is also returning to the space next year for the Two Fest.
Indeed.
She's performing in the piece you're directing.
Indeed, Luigi and Pickle Shoes. Luigi's and Pickle Shoes, sorry.
And
That's the
also,
title.
and also in a play called Balls, which will be lots of fun. So yeah, it'd be great to have Claudia back next year. Yeah, anything else? Any other shows that you want to? I want to give special mention to Robin Patterson, who performed South Africans here. It's just the most incredible performance I think I've seen in a long time. She plays her mother and father, and she switches between those 2 characters so seamlessly that you believe you're seeing more than one person on stage. There's only one actor there. It's like magical theatre, just truly superb.
My friend saw it, so she was astonished.
Just incredible. So that was really good. Yeah, there were lots of great things, lots of great shows on. All of the shows in the Forward Festival, I think, were really strong. Yeah, but we are going to pick a play of the year. It's time for our first award. Yeah, our play of the year was described as an edgy and exciting thriller and a gripping and suspenseful psychological thriller in its reviews. And our play of the year is The Wasp by The Undisposables. So congratulations to them.
They're clean up tonight, aren't they?
They are, yeah. Well, being The Wasp and Laundry both on both lists. But yeah, The Wasp was fantastic, really well performed. The two actors in the piece were really, really strong. It was very well directed. And we had an incredible post-show Q&A. So Morgan Lloyd Malcolm herself came and joined the company for the post-show Q&A. We had David Baddiel in the audience. It was a really, really special event. And as the show sort of launched The Undisposables at space, I think is very much deserving of this award. So here's to The Undisposables. Congratulations. And we look forward to having you back next year. Going to give a quick shout out to Ellender, which is a theatre company who performed Postmortem here this year. But they have correctly named our 4 favourite production images on our Facebook page. We promised them a shout out and a prize. What should we give them as a prize?
Ooh. I don't know.
We can give them
Tickets.
Tickets. Yeah. I'll tell you what, you can either have tickets or you can have a bottle of fizz. You decide. So you
I
can
have
have
chairs over there if you want chairs.
Well, no, we might need them.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Bring Coke and look.
Yeah, borrow the chairs.
So yeah, a couple of tickets maybe for the show of your choice in 2020 at space, and maybe we'll throw a drink in Hubbard. There we go.
And an additional shout out for Pam, one of our volunteers, who also contributed with her favourite show of the year, which was Spitfire Sisters.
There we go. Which brings us neatly on to our Performer of the Year award. We could have given this to Ian McKellen, but let's face it, he's got quite a few awards.
He's got a few guys.
Enough.
Yeah.
He's
And
gonna have a hell of a career. You what?
He's going
Blow
places.
up.
You what?
Blow up.
You wait
You
like
just
4 or
go.
5 years experience. He's going to be amazing.
I mean, half the show is just him talking about his life. So,
Yeah.
like amazing as he was.
You'd happily listen to that voice.
Yeah,
Redo it.
of course.
Halt, Finn.
But but no, very, and usually Performer of the Year goes to one person who we think was exceptional. But this year, we're giving it to an ensemble, and that is the Spitfire Sisters Company, who were just incredible, really brilliant to work with, and really sort of embodied the spirit of these legendary women who did incredible things. And of course, Danica, you were...
Yeah, we had a great company. Oh, you guys. You cast us off. It was great.
It was really good fun. Really fun to see. If you have any memories you want to share of doing that show?
Learning to dance. Just full stop learning to dance. Not even just that specific dance. That was always interesting. Well, I just remember we had so many laughs. It was just a really nice company to work with. We were also supportive. I mean, the scene, I don't know if anyone saw it, but the scene with the dildo. You'd have to say that.
You could say that, yeah. There was a scene with the dildo.
There was a scene with the dildo. That will always, my character picked it out, and I will forever be known as Dildo Debs. I bumped into Mary recently, and yeah, she just came up to me and was like, "Dildo Debs." Like, yes, yes, that is me.
That's my past.
Exactly. Yeah. So the memories of playing around with that backstage while waiting to go on. Well,
and we should probably
great fun.
Name check the rest of the cast to give them their dues. So a big thank you to Faye Morn, to Ali Shinell, to Alessandra Perotto, to Annabelle Smith, who's also a former, it's her second time of winning Performer of the Year. She won it when we had the Lighthouse on here as well. To Mary Rubos,
Chloe
Wade, and Stephen Shawcroft.
Yes.
And shoot me if I've missed anyone else.
I know. This is why when you said it, I was like, the panic that came over me. I was like, don't forget anyone.
No, I'm pretty sure that's
everyone.
Okay. Yes.
Great,
yeah,
yes.
really, really great show. And we ought to say a huge thank you to Doc and Heather and Catherine, the playwrights who wrote the piece, for letting us work on it, because it was, I mean, they produced the show as well as writing it, so they provided all of the set and costume and props and everything else.
Who directed that one?
I directed it.
Oh,
yeah, it was me. I directed it. We don't have a director for you. Maybe we should.
But if you did.
Seems like
I didn't direct. Did I direct much? I did some of the Spaceworks stuff this year, but that was the main show that I directed this year. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Cool.
I'll take the fizz. Thanks.
For the entire ensemble.
For the entire ensemble, yeah. That's what they would want. It's what they would want.
The bottle won't fit in my bag, so I'll put the fizz in me. And then...
You know it.
Good stuff. So yeah, let's talk about Spaceworks. Because the other two shows that I directed this year were Love and Information by Carol Churchill and The Madness of George III, both performed by our Spaceworks Participatory Theatre Company. For those of you who don't know, for now over 10 years, we have been providing participatory workshops and performance opportunities for local people, for children and adults. And our adult group have just gone from strength to strength in that time. They've kind of staged a huge number of shows now, and they never cease to impress me with their with how much they're prepared to take on and learn and develop and grow as performers. Love and Information was it's 7 sections of 7 scenes in each section, so it's a huge number of scenes and bits and pieces to do, and just coordinating all of that was something. But they
say that again. Sorry, 7 sections with 7 scenes a piece.
Each section has 7 scenes in, and
there's
also one. There's like 8 scenes in each one. There's one that runs through it all, and then there's one right at the end as well. So it's something like 50 odd scenes.
How many were going to St Ives?
How many were going to St Ives?
Yeah.
Just one man.
Oh yeah, of course.
Me.
Yeah.
Got to
Thank you for
get
getting
up.
the Die Hard 3, if anybody wants them. And other, just logic problems.
Yeah,
Yeah, famously in that film. I'll be over here.
I've never seen Die Hard.
3.
Any of them.
You've never seen any of them?
I've never seen a Die Hard film.
Well, I'm going to have to wait till next Christmas.
Yeah.
Neither have I.
What?
Oh.
No, I know, controversial.
There is a debate about whether Die Hard is a Christmas film.
It's a Christmas film, end of debate.
Is it not a film that has Christmas in it?
Same difference.
It's a film about
it's-
Christmas.
It's one where you get the most from it watching it at
Yes,
Christmas.
because he is
Yeah.
going to his wife's Christmas party to try and reconnect. That's the very first.
I mean, I haven't seen it.
story.
I've just heard the debate.
Yeah.
No,
No, they're all wrong. Bruce Willis is wrong. He says it's not a Christmas film. Sorry, Bruce. I love you.
To our viewers out there, please let us know if you think Die Hard is or isn't a Christmas film. Help us.
Yeah, thumbs up if
Settle
it
this
is,
down, mate.
thumbs up, thumbs down. Thumbs up if it is, and thumbs up if it isn't. Just send us some thumbs. Yeah.
Not through the post.
Yeah.
No. Good. Shall we? Oh yeah, we've got an award, another award.
We do have another award.
So this is the start of our design awards. We've got some design awards this year. These are new awards. We've never done design awards before. Hold on to your hats. So our first design award is for costume design. Do you want to announce this one?
I most certainly will. It is absolutely astounding seeing the company of the Madness of George III had a lot of people in it, and every one of them looked immaculate. So with great honour, we present that to the costume team.
Which was James Fernandez and Brigitte Faber. Congratulations. You won our first ever design award for Madness of George III. And yeah, you all did look amazing. We're going to rattle through a couple of quick more design awards, actually, just to sort of round this little bit off. So our set design award goes to?
It goes to Hannah Batt for There's a Man in the Woods.
Well done to Hannah for that.
Literally bringing the woods into the space, and we're still finding occasional leaves, but that's a legacy.
It was a carpet of leaves with some really stunning trees that were built in here as well, and it just really lends itself to it. I think special mention ought to go to the Open, which recreated a golf course in the space as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, had a few different
transformations. I will add on to that. Not only did they create a golf course, in the second half they removed the golf course.
Yeah, indeed.
Which is a pretty big ask.
Yeah.
Take a lot of curation.
Indeed. And then our third and final design award of the year is for sound design, and that goes to.
Shall we say it?
Yeah, go for it.
It goes to Kerry Mason for her work for Spitfire Sisters.
Indeed, well done. And again, Kerry's use of the time-app system meant that we had sounds coming from all over the place. Some pretty scary explosions going on, I think.
Yeah.
Louder, Kerry, louder. That's a good one as well. But yeah, well done, Kerry, for that, and to all of our design winners. Yeah. Good stuff. Cool. What should we talk about next?
I don't know. What are you doing?
Let's talk about you, Matty.
Oh, shall we?
2019 brought us a new member of staff to the space.
It did indeed. Well, it brought a couple of appointments. I just want to shout out to the solidifying of roles for Mr. Mike Carter and for Seppi.
We need to learn how to pronounce Seppi's surname. I'm going to go with Bagay.
Bagay, I think it.
Bagay.
It's even worse because she did say to me, this is specifically how I pronounce it. I said, I'm never going to forget that.
We apologise, Seppi, and when we next see you, we will learn.
Yes.
Anyway, we're talking about you, not much Seppi. So how have you found it?
I've absolutely loved it. I've really, really enjoyed, I've been around the space for a couple of years in various different capacities as kind of a volunteer and as a performing company. And I think it's the most unique venue that I know, and yeah, there's brilliant work that comes through. There's so many talented people that we get to meet, and yeah, I've really enjoyed getting stuck in at the deep end, although the learning curve has been incredibly steep.
Yeah, indeed it is. But you've been brilliant. We've absolutely loved having you here, and I think you're already doing some fantastic work. So yeah. But obviously, as someone comes in, it means that someone's left us, and we sadly said goodbye to Grace Chapman from the space this year. So I'd like to take another opportunity to thank Grace for her incredible work. Grace bowed out with the Forward Festival, which was an incredible achievement. It was 4 plays that had come through our Scriptspace playwriting scheme, and I decided we were going to produce all 4 of these plays in a festival lasting 1 month. So Grace was producing, casting and producing, and all the rest of it, 4 plays back to back, which was an incredible achievement. We hope to have Grace on as a special guest, but sadly she's not very well. And so we hope you feel better seeing Grace, and we look forward to seeing you in 2020. I probably overshared there. Yeah, good. It's time for our final award. Yes, it's time for our final award, and this is our Volunteer of the Year award. And again, this usually goes to recognise somebody who has gone above and beyond the call of duty in their time. Anyone giving their time for free in space is massively appreciated and much needed. But our Volunteer of the Year this year goes to someone who doesn't spend loads of time in our office, in our port cabin, but has contributed in a huge amount of different ways, especially over the last 12 months. And that is Mike Carter. So Mike has become our literary manager this year, but Mike has given his time to support initiatives like Scriptspace, where he reads a phenomenal amount of plays and gives incredibly useful and insightful feedback to playwrights. Mike has supported our event management committee and our fundraising activities. Mike is on our selection panels for our seasons, and is generally just a huge advocate of the space. So we're hugely grateful and very delighted to give him this award this year. You know Mike well, don't you? Do you want to say a few words about Mike?
It's Mike's fault that I discovered the space. So thank you very much for that.
Cool. Yeah, good stuff. So Mike's doing lots of stuff with us next year, which we should probably talk about. Scriptspace reopens again on the 6th of January, so just a week away, I think. Yeah.
Indeed, yeah.
God, that's gone quick, isn't
It really has.
So if you've got a new play that has never been read or have any feedback into it for and you want to submit it into Scriptspace, you can find those details on the Perform page of our website. Mike's also running a workshop on writing plays. It's a Kickstart Your Writing, it's called, and it's on the
25th and 26th of January, so the Saturday and the Sunday across both days.
Yeah, there's still some places available on that. So if you're either starting a new play or you've got a play that you've been working on, it's kind of for all levels, then get in touch and book on for that workshop. And
if you book before the 1st of January, you get 25% off. So 2 days to go. Make sure you jump on it.
And Mike spent the latter end of this year doing some dramaturgical work on all of the pieces that are going to be involved in TwoFest, which is our new duologue festival, which is happening in February of this year.
And indeed contributing a piece himself.
And indeed contributing the piece that Matty did is going to be directing. What exciting news have we got about TwoFest, Matty?
Well, we have just launched our crowdfunding campaign, which I believe is...
Kickstart campaign.
It's a Kickstart campaign.
Yeah, I don't think you call it crowdfunding.
Oh, but
a different website.
Because it's crowdfunding via Kickstarter, right?
Yeah, so I would call it a Kickstart campaign.
We've just launched our Kickstarter campaign for TwoFest. Yeah, there's many great rewards and prizes that you can get for contributing to it. We offer free tickets, drinks, dinner deals, and some exclusive content as well.
Yeah, there's going to be some exciting exclusive video content from behind the scenes of TwoFest. A little bit like Live at 5, but just not public and live, just for you.
Just for you.
When you say dinner deals, do you mean you'll take people to dinner?
There is one level where you can have dinner with the team at the space.
And I was joking. Well, there you go.
I think there's another one where you get drinks with...
Indeed, you get a press night
package where you can come along to press night and have drinks with the creatives afterwards. Yeah. So there's a few good packages on there. Where can people go to find out more about this?
Well, you can head to our website on the Support Us page, where we have got our fundraising tab just on there, along with a other different ways that you can help support us. And it's going to be rolling out across Facebook very shortly. We just didn't want to lose the noise of Live at 5 on this exclusive broadcast.
Cool.
So yeah, that's coming out at 6, so keep your eyes peeled for that one.
And tickets are also on sale for not for Live at 5. It's free. We do stuff. Tickets are on sale for
all of
what was I talking about?
Doofest. Tickets are on sale for all of our spring season,
Indeed.
but specifically Doofest.
which again is a really lovely link into the next thing we're going to talk about, which is 2020.
Yay!
Good on
2020.
No, seamless links.
Yeah.
Anyone would think you'd planned this out.
Somehow.
So, have you had a chance to look at what we've got coming up at the space? I was going to ask you to do this before.
Yeah, you sent me an email saying, I'll give you some talking points. And
Yeah,
I
I
did.
Gosh.
So our entire spring season is up on the website. And you can, and tickets are selling for stuff already, which is great. We've already mentioned the Undisposables coming back with Julius Caesar. We have an Emerge festival. Emerge traditionally took place in October, November time, but we missed it this year. So Emerge is happening in March this year. Emerge is a contemporary dance, emerging choreographers showcase. It's always really, really good. What else have we got coming in?
First show kicking us off is Feeling Lonely at Parties, which is a transfer from Camden Fringe and sounds very exciting. It's a dystopia in which people are given headphones that play music that regulate their mood. And it's entirely non-verbal or musical. It sounds, incredibly interesting.
The title also could be the name of my logo. But, you know.
Do the audience wear headphones? Do we hear it through headphones?
No. So it's not like
we should suggest that.
That's going on. We'll see.
Hey, just change it.
See what their budget allows.
Feel free to bring your
I mean, they're on in 2 weeks, but, you know.
It's an idea. It's an idea.
And then we're closing the season with How to Survive the Share Apocalypse, which is a piece about how share and cockroaches are the only things that will survive the apocalypse.
And Twinkies.
And Twinkies.
But yeah, it's about how we can learn life lessons through the teachings and the life of share. And it's going to be a pretty special show.
That sounds amazing.
It does, yeah. So yeah, there's lots to look forward to in the spring season. Go and book some tickets right now. Finish watching this and then go book some tickets. And we're also open for proposals for our summer season. So deadline's on the 14th of January. So if you have a show and you're looking for a venue, then pitch it to us. And you could be part of the summer season and then part of this next year when we talk about you, maybe you win an award. Yeah, prestigious award.
They are quite prestigious.
What else have we got going on next year?
Oh, plenty of things. In terms of spring season, or
That's a leading question, but you don't know what answer I want. Do you? Sorry.
Yeah, where would you like me to start?
We've got some meetups for the first time. We're doing some meetups, which is a new thing for us in space. We're doing playwright meetups and director meetups, not at the same time. So I got this wrong last time. Odd numbered months. It's the first Sunday each time. First Sunday of each month. Odd numbered months. Playwrights. Even numbered months. Directors. Yeah. It's on again. If you go to the perform page of the website, you can check all that out there.
Is it rude to ask what the purpose of the meetup is? Is that like
no? It's not really. Yeah, absolutely. It's a networking thing. It's an opportunity for us to meet new playwrights, meet new directors. We're going to be talking about. There'll be some discussion-based stuff, so we'll be talking about different topics each time. We may get some guest speakers to come in and chat to people. There'll be a sharing of opportunities. So if we've got opportunities coming up, or we've heard of other opportunities, or people who come along have got opportunities themselves or know of them.
Nice.
So we'll be doing those sorts of things. So yeah, it's good. We don't really know exactly how it's all going to pan out, but we're going to do it and see how it will work.
Yeah, I'm a fan of your work, you know.
Yeah. So, is there anything else you'd like to see at the space in 2020?
I'd like to see more of me.
More of you at the space
Yeah.
in 2020? I'd like that too.
Yeah, falling over, preferably.
I'd like to see more immersive stuff. So you were just talking about golf courses taking over the space and like with laundry and then the woods inside. This is such, as you say, a unique, incredible space at the space. Yeah, I'd love to see more of that.
Some more immersive theatre. There you go. So if you've got an
Yeah.
immersive show that you think the space would be right for, pitch it for our summer season. Maybe we'll create one.
Do it.
I did an immersive show in my third year at university, and it was called 1999-2000. I'm giving away my age here, a little bit, because it was about the end of the millennium.
The Millennium Bug.
Yeah, it's about kind of, but it was set in this New Year's Eve party on 1999.
Okay.
A couple of years before 1999.
The future.
Yeah. It was great. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, they on the first night, 2 different sections of the audience spontaneously started singing Old Lang Syne. At the end of the show. It was great.
That's wonderful.
Chuffed with it. In fact, Sam Dowler, who I watched on telly, this is massive tangent. I watched on telly over Christmas. I for some reason watched a show on Channel 5, which was the 50 most shocking celeb moments of 2019.
Whatever French about.
Yeah, and Sam Dowler was on there, and he was an actor in that very show many years ago. Sam's like a celeb expert.
Was he on there passing comment on the
Yes, he's not. Yes, he
didn't have a shocking moment.
He didn't have a shocking moment. He was talking about shocking moments.
That's good.
Yeah, it's really lovely to see Sam Dowler. Big shout out to anyone who remembers 1999-2000. Nobody. Okay, good. Moving on. I think we're nearly done. Have you got any New Year's resolutions? Oh yeah, New Year's resolutions for you individually, or things that you'd like the space to have as a New Year's resolution. I have decided, because we didn't do it this year, that we will have a space production that runs for more than a week.
Yeah.
So we're doing 2 fests, but at some point during
There's going to be a standalone.
there will be a space production. Because the last one we did was Little Women in 2018.
Which was glorious.
Very, very, very good show.
Yeah. Hello to Isabel, my friend who is in.
No.
Silence.
Everybody hates Isabel. Sorry.
No. Hi Isabel. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. If you've not got a New Year's resolution, come on.
I don't do wrestling.
Okay, good.
Don't you, like, what about, like, not
You
a resolution,
resolve
but
not to,
a goal or something you want to achieve or a change in your life?
I did a.
No.
No, it's going to sound like I'm bragging. I'm not. I did a job last year, and there's talk of my character being brought back for more of the job next year. That's my resolution.
Do more jobs.
Wait for somebody to call my agent. Yes, we want that person for that job, please.
Cool.
Yeah, my resolution is to wait patiently.
That's great.
Yeah.
Have you got one?
I've been working on a bit of writing, so yeah, my resolution is to get a first draft done.
Nice.
Can I steal your answer?
Get it done by the end of
Get your
January.
own answer.
I'm 22 pages into a
No.
screenplay that I really like, and I need to finish it.
Mine.
I'm sick of it.
Get it done by the end of January. So sketch fest.
Yes.
I'm doing exactly the same. I've got one which has been
Don't
on
all
my
steal
mind
my
for-
idea. You guys come up with your own resolution.
It's a good one. It's a strong one.
Go on. No.
It's a different thing. It's a different thing.
Okay. And I just decided I'm gonna write my memoirs.
Nice.
Okay.
If you need an editor, I'm helping somebody else edit their memoirs at the moment.
Cool.
Randomly, I offered read it, and it's brilliant. And went, that's punctuation. Can I help with that? And they went, yeah. Cool. I'm an editor now.
Yeah. We have had one New Year's resolution for the space itself submitted, which is from Caroline Buckley. We have to Marie Kondo the space. So, Adam, you were quite baffled by the concept of Marie Kondoing something.
Yes, I don't know quite. I'm not quite sure how I'd go about it.
I
It
love
sounds like
Mary
we
Kondo.
have to have a wedding ceremony to a condor
No.
Or kendo, like stick,
or a
Marie
Komodo
Kondo.
dragon.
Okay.
Commodore
Mary
64.
Kondo.
You know.
Marie Kondo.
Marie Kondo.
Or Marie Kondo.
I thought it was Marie.
I thought it was
Marie.
Mary, but then I was watching Gilmore Girls, obviously, and they said it was Marie.
Marie. Oh, okay.
So Americans are like Marie Kondo.
Okay.
And
So
I'm like, Marie Kondo.
no. I think
All
it
the
takes,
way.
yeah,
All the way.
it takes out the prospect of marrying the condo.
Anyway, what is it?
So-
What is it? What does it mean?
The words Marie Kondo, what still means?
To Marie Kondo something means to look at all the things that you have. So like it's particularly used for kind of hoarders and things. And what you do is you pick it up, you decide if it sparks joy. If it sparks joy, you keep it.
Yeah.
If it does not spark joy, you thank it for its service and send it away.
Okay.
So it's basically, let's tidy this place
It's
up, let's get rid
Yeah,
of
it's from the
some
lady
junk.
that wrote The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, because it literally transforms your life. I did the Marie Kondo technique on my bedroom earlier. Actually, it was just when I got back from the Edinburgh Fringe, because I'd like moved out of my room, sublet it, moved back in, and I was like, you know what? Time to sort my life out. And she has a particular way of folding up clothes.
Yeah.
All of my clothes are now folded up in this way, right? You fold in thirds, yeah? Forget that traditional like in halves or hanging up, no. Fold into thirds. It's very therapeutic as well. You were talking about Lego earlier, but yeah, mindfulness. Just fold your clothes. Trust me, cheaper than Lego as well. And and then they're all in like boxes. So I don't have much space. I live in a house share, so everything's like all cramped. So now I've just got shelves in my wardrobe and I just pull out a basket or a box with all of my clothes neatly folded up in a way where I can see everyone. So there's no like rifling through, all there in front of me.
So it's like filing your clothes.
Filing your clothes, but not just your clothes, she does it with every aspect of your life. Brilliant.
It's a good thing that you spark joy.
Thank you. Otherwise you'd thank me for my service and send me on my way.
But also, why are you picking him up as well?
Yeah.
It sparks joy.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I managed to. But yeah, great.
Yeah.
So let us know what your New Year's resolutions are, and whether you think we should have any different ones. And we're nearly done. We're nearly done for our review of the year. But before we go, we just wanted to review the decade. So strap yourselves in. 'Cause we're going to be here for, no.
It's the best of times.
It's been a massive decade in space, I think, in a lot of different ways. And what I've done is, similarly to earlier on, I picked out the highest grossing shows of the decade and the best average audiences. Again, not the best people, but, from the last 10 years.
The most people, not the best.
So yeah, and there's some interesting results here. There's some that you might have expected, some you might not. Although it's probably only me that's seen all of them. So we'll start with the highest grossing show, shall we?
Let's go for it.
So in 5th place of the highest grossing shows of the last 10 years in space is Vernon God Little. This was a co-production between Burn Bright Theatre and Space Productions, directed by Catherine Timms, produced by Izzy Dixon. So yeah, Vernon God Little came in number 5. In 4th place was the Emerge Festival. This was one particular, I think this might have been the 2nd year of the Emerge Festival, and they expanded to 3 weeks for the first time. But yeah, the Emerge Festival, which you can see in March of this year. In 3rd place was the aforementioned Little Women, which was on at Christmas of last year, hugely successful. Again, directed by Seppi, adapted by Rachel Clay. In 2nd place, a piece of new writing, The White Bike, which was written by Tamara von Werthen, who has a piece in the Two Fest this year. Really fantastic piece.
White Bike was cool.
Yeah, really stunning piece of theatre. Yeah. And in 1st place is Ian McKellen on stage.
I told you, he's going to have a hell of a career.
Yeah, absolutely. Just for 2 nights only. We used to put more money than we did for some 2 or 3 week runs.
It was standing room only on the balcony, let alone down here. It was amazing.
And it wasn't all high priced. Well, I mean, the preview night, all tickets were our standard ticket price of £15. But yeah, this opening night, we may have charged a little bit more for tickets, which helped to raise that. But those are the highest grossing shows of the last 10 years. So our best, our sort of, I can't say this now.
Our most audience.
Most audience over the last 10 years. Again, a minimum of 5 performances. So in 5th place for this was Laundry from earlier this year. So congratulations to them. In 4th place was The Wasp, also from this year. again, just goes to show how our audiences have grown in recent years. In third place was Rush, which is again a new piece of writing, which was performed
last summer, because that's when I was covering for Grace when she was up in Edinburgh.
There you go. In second place was the 15 Festival.
What's the 15 Festival?
The 15 Festival was the precursor to the 1 and the 2 Festival.
Wait, well,
I was going to say, yeah.
That's crazy.
So the 15 Festival was a festival of 15-minute pieces.
Gotcha.
Okay.
That was put together to celebrate 15 years of the space. So not this year, a few years ago we celebrated 20 years of the space. But two big celebrations this decade. But yeah, 15. We had 16 pieces, which is a little bit unfortunate. It didn't quite fit with everything else. But we had 16 incredible pieces performing over a week, and it was absolutely packed for each one. And not only did it start off the 1 festival and then subsequently 2 fest, but also changed the way that we program the space. 15 was the first time that we put an open call out out into the world. It's one of the first things that our Space Arts Committee put together. So yeah, it's a pretty landmark event for the space over the last 10 years, I think. And then our top show for the last decade in terms of bums on seats is Frankenstein, the Metal Opera. Yeah, Frankenstein, the Metal Opera is one of 3 Frankensteins that we've had on in the last 10 years. Yeah, the most recent one. Spaceworks did Frankenstein. I'm pretty sure that was within the last decade. And then, yeah, Frankenstein, the Metal Opera. I haven't done proper research, so I can't tell you any of the creatives involved in it, but they know who they are. And those who saw it, I'm sure will remember. It was pretty epic. It was very loud, but it was a really, really fantastic retelling of Frankenstein.
It sounds incredible.
Yeah.
Just
it's a good example of the sort of unique shows that we like to have here at the space. Something a little bit different, a little bit quirky. With storytellers, many times with Frankenstein, you do it in a different way.
So if you do have a metal opera that you'd like to submit for consideration, please
Or a
let us
new
know.
version of Frankenstein.
Or a new version of Frankenstein.
Then yeah, get in touch. I think we're done.
Can I have one thing?
Yeah.
My favourite thing at the space this year was your anniversary party.
Oh
yes.
There was a lot of nice people with a lot of goodwill in the room. It was a very funny.
Yeah, it was great. In fact, one of my favourite performances of the year was watching you do your Total Eclipse of the Heart, which was a tribute to a sort of post-production performance piece that I've occasionally done. As a thank you to companies that we've worked with Space. And Anthony beautifully recreated it in his own inimitable style. No, it's great. It was really lovely. And I must say thank you to Matthew, to Kerry, and to Anthony, and everybody else who was involved in putting that all together. It was a really lovely surprise. It was overwhelming to get all the messages from lots of different people. So thank you for sending me a message, and thank you for coming along, and thank you generally for your support of the space, because we couldn't do this without you. Yeah, I think it's a pretty good place to do it. Anyone else has got anything else they want to say?
A very happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yep.
Professional.
There we go. See you in 2020.
Bye, happy New Year. Oh, you do have to press it. Yeah.
There we go.